Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have discussed about the drug, alcohol, and tobacco abuse. And we have discussed about the definition about the drug abuse, addiction, and addictive drug. Now we will be continuing in the next part that what are the effects of drugs, what are the types of drugs. Drugs already we have discussed, they interact with the central nervous system and affect the individual physically and mentally. Now we are going to start about the types of drugs. There are certain drugs called the psychotropic drugs. What do you mean by psychotropic drugs? Now these drugs acts on the brain and alter the behavior, consciousness, power of thinking and perception. As they affect all these conditions in our body, they are also called the mood altering drugs. So psychotropic drugs are also called the mood altering drugs. So 2 marks question may come, why does the psychotropic drug called mood altering drugs? 2 marks question. Now next part we are going to discuss about the drug dependence. The person who consume these drugs become fully dependent on them. On them means on drugs. They cannot live without drugs. This condition is referred to as drug dependence. That means the person who consume the drugs, they are fully dependent on the drugs. Without having the drugs, they cannot imagine their life. That's why it is called the drug dependence. It is two different ways the people will be dependent on drugs. First one is called physical and mental dependence. Second one is called psychological dependence. Physical and mental dependence on the drug for normal condition of well-being and to maintain the psychological state. Second one is called the psychological dependence. Is a feel that drugs help them to reduce stress. The persons, they feel that if we have the drugs, we can take the drugs that will reduce our stress. So that type of drug or dependence is called the psychological dependence. So the drug dependence may be classified on two major things. First one is called physical and mental dependence. Second one is called the psychological dependence. Now next one we are going to discuss about another subheading which is called the behavioral changes of the drug users. When the person is using the drugs, what are the changes we can see in their behavior? There are so many adverse effects or bad effects of drug use among the adolescents, youngsters or middle-aged people. What are the adverse effects can be seen with these persons? First one, among the adolescents or the youngsters, first point is drop in academic performance, absence from the school or college. They will be not interested in studying and they will be not interested to go to the school or college. Second point, lack of interest in personal hygiene. They will be very lazy to maintain themselves, hygienic condition. Neat and cleanliness will be not maintained. Isolation, they will be keeping separate from others. Depression, fatigue, tiredness and aggressive behavior. They will be getting angry if somebody is telling something to them. So that is the second point, lack of interest in personal hygiene, isolation, depression, fatigue and aggressive behavior. Third point, deteriorating relationship with family and friends. That means the relationship between the family among the family members and with the friends also will be degraded. Not good relationship will be there with the members of the family and with the friends also. Third point, change in food and sleeping habits. So in their life also there will be no sleeping time, no time for taking food. Everything will be changed. Next point is fluctuation in body weight and appetite. Appetite means food habit or starvation, whether they are feeling hungry or not. that also will be fluctuated. They will be not feeling hungry, and body weight also will be changed drastically. Next point, always looking out for an easy way to get money for obtaining drugs. So they will be finding out how to get the money, and with that money they will be buying the drugs, so they can have the drugs. And the last point, prone to infection. Prone means susceptible. They will be susceptible to different types of infectious diseases like AIDS and hepatitis B. So these are the adverse effects we can see with the persons, and the behavioral changes also can be seen among the persons who are using the drugs regularly. Now next, when the person is drug addicted or abused person, then we have to bring them in their normal condition. That means we have to remove their habits, and we can bring them back in their normal life, which is the next topic is called drug de-addiction. What do we mean by de-addiction? De, always the word is used to remove that habit. So addiction habit can be removed, and there are different methods are followed to remove that habit from those addicted persons. Though it is a very difficult and complicated task, the path to recovery of drug addicts is long and often slow. Though it is a slow process and it is a tough and complicated task, but we can bring them in their normal life. But one thing, family members, friends, and society on the whole have a very important role to play. That means family members, friends, and the society should play an important role for de-addiction program. So there are different methods. The first step is called detoxification. The meaning of that word is we have to bring them gradually not to have the drugs. So the first phase of treatment is called the detoxification. The drug is stopped gradually, and the person is helped to overcome the withdrawal symptoms. If we gradually stop to have the drugs, they will be withdrawing the symptoms also gradually, and they can overcome also. The addict undergoes severe physical and emotional disturbances. When the gradually drug will be taken away from them, they will be disturbed both physical and emotional. This is takes care by specific medication. Second step is called the psychotherapy. Psychotherapy, always the word is related to the mental condition. Counseling to be given by the reputed psychologists and the counselors. Individual and group counseling is given by the psychologists and the counselors. The treatment includes efforts to reduce the drug addict's stress, taught new ways to solve everyday's problems, adequate diet to be given, rest and relaxation. That is the second step, which is called the psychotherapy. Third point, it is called counseling to family members. I told in the beginning, family members should support the addicted person to come back in their normal life. Social workers counsel family members in order to change the attitude of rejection. When the person will be addicted, family members also will be avoiding the person, but that attitude of rejection to be avoided by the family members, so that the addict is accepted by the family and the society. Next point is rehabilitation. Rehabilitation means the addicted person can be brought back to their normal life, and they can enjoy also their life in the society, which is called rehabilitation. They are given proper vocational training so that they can lead a healthy life and become useful member of the society. So these are the different steps, methods by which the de-addiction of the addicted person can be done. What are the points? First one is called detoxification, second is called the psychotherapy, third is called the counseling to family members, and fourth method is called rehabilitation. So it may come for 4 marks question also because 4 points are there. Thank you.